Darvin Ham's rotations make absolutely no sense. I mean, this man doesn't even pay attention to evidence. He built his opinion on players, and even if that player stinks up the stadium, that won't change his mind at all. A month ago, I made an entire video on Malik Beasley and how absolutely terrible he is at basketball. I stated 100 reasons why Lonnie Walker IV is better than him at every facet of the game, and Malik Beasley is now worse than he's ever been. He makes us lose. And Darvin Ham still puts him in the game because of his three-point upside, even though he only shoots 35% and is 4 of 17 in the playoffs. 4 of 17. 4 of 17. He can't even play a lick of defense, and he's still in the rotation. I mean, how can one coach a team like this? That's not my only problem. Don't even start to believe that that was it. Because Troy Brown Jr., he was decent at some points in the season, but he does not belong in a playoff game. His defense has been average, right? He can't do anything on offense. He isn't even a threat at all. He's 4 of 15 on the entire series. Defenses can just lock in on the other guys on the court who are threats and just ignore him because he's going to miss every single shot he takes, just like Malik Beasley. There's no reason for him to be on the court due to the other depth that is warming up the bench that should be on the court. Darvin Ham runs a 9-10 man rotation in the playoffs, which is stupid to begin with. And also, he plays the wrong players and is terrible at dispersing minutes. I'm going to tell you right now what the starting lineup should be and who should play off the bench. And if we implemented this, we would have swept the Memphis Grizzlies by now. D'Lo, Reaves, Hachimura, Davis, and Bron. Those are the starters. And off the bench should be Schroder, Vanderbilt, Lonnie Walker, and Gabriel. Malik Beasley shouldn't even be touching the court. And Darvin Ham somehow prevented part of this idea from happening. Lonnie Walker IV, who was such a bucket, has had his confidence go from 100 to negative 172 because of how Ham has treated him, completely disrespecting his talent and ability to score on all 3 levels, and instead playing the worst player in the entire NBA over him in Malik Beasley. If I was Lonnie Walker, I would be absolutely furious. I mean, imagine knowing that you belong on the floor and seeing the player playing over you miss every single shot he takes. So in a perfect world, Lonnie would be perfect in this rotation. He's good. He's just really good. But his confidence is below the floor right now, and it would be hard for his confidence to just shoot up in the snap of a finger due to what Coach Darvin Ham has done to him. I mean, oh my God, don't even get me started with what he's done with Rui Hachimura. Rui Hachimura dropped 29 and 20 in his first 2 games, right? Playing over 30 minutes a night in both games. And what does Darvin do after that? He says, oh, why don't I drop his minutes so he loses his rhythm and confidence? In the past 3 games, he's played an average of 23 minutes. Why on earth is Rui not playing 35 minutes a night? This is the playoffs. All right, you have to play your best players, okay? And Rui is one of our best players. You don't play 2 of the worst players in the league 15 to 20 minutes a night. You know, I'm not even as mad at Malik Beasley and Troy Brown for shooting a combined 9 of 35 from the field this series as I am at Darvin Ham for even having a thought of putting them in the game during the series at all. It is absolutely blasphemy. I mean, Jesus Christ, I feel like Stephen A right now. I really feel like Stephen A right now. I mean, I finally understand why he screams every morning, because he's fed up with people doing the stupidest things when it matters most, right? Darvin put Lonnie in the game with like 4 minutes left when it was still a game, and I legit almost teared up. I mean, I finally thought that he would come to his senses, and it was definitely hard for him to do that because he obviously lacks an important sense called common sense. But I realized after that this is Darvin Ham we're talking about. The odds of him actually realizing how horrible at the sport Malik Beasley is. Anyway, I should digress right now, right? But first, I'm just going to say that if I was managing the Lakers rotations right now, we would have swept the Grizzlies, and I truly believe that.